So, in the previous episode, highlights of our series, I was talking the top tycoon, one of the wealthiest around in the Forbes, local Forbes. I don't know if they go to 500. I think it's only 100 wealthiest people here, maybe 200. I haven't seen it in a few years. I'm sure he moved up, and anyway, up, or he's still there in the first 50. My guess is he should be number one in terms of wealth and the manner in which he did it, because he did it on his own merits. He did it, for instance, at one point by working very hard and being creative and being determined and sacrificing to some extent. I laughed at myself, self-deprecating humor, and making a confession online that I pimped for him. What did that mean? This guy was working well into the night, and I had the time in the world. That's why I'm just doing this stupid autobiographical, to some extent, short films, instead of doing something worthwhile. So I had the time when I called and I said, look, let's go out, but bring somebody over. Because my friend didn't have friend, it's relative. Maybe when I finish this I will come to a conclusion if we were friends or just partners in crime, comrades in arms, facing the enemy together. Termina. Business, connected by business in the beginning, and then maintain a sort of amitié, comradeship. So anyway, as I said, I would call. He started to learn Greek. He found a Greek partner for salami things, to import and distribute salami through hotels, gas stations. He's everywhere now. Carrefour, hypermarkets, Kaufland, you name it, he's there. Gas stations still, and hotels anyway. Find food. I bet he's there. If it's not just a small corner shop where you find. Well, if there are two types of salami, one is his, I think, and also with cheese. Anyway, so he started learning Greek to be able to have a better connection with this salami making, and I don't know what else, company from Greece. He took kicks. He brought in I could say Campo Frio, a big, maybe huge, Spanish, maybe multinational, I'm not sure. And for a while they collaborated. The guys used him. That's the story I got. I don't know. I'm not from him, from maybe what my present partner said, or maybe I've read something. So they stayed a while together, so that he teaches them the ropes. They work together. They've seen how it is, and once they had it all settled, they said, "Okay, goodbye. Now we're on our own." We cut ties. The way I heard it was the guys coming in were nasty, to use the word of a very stable genius from America, or Erica. Erica, because they should have taken not the America Vespucci name, but Eric of Norway. I read in Lake Obegon days recently. So yeah, again, the tycoon who should be there in terms of money, success. The thing he made the biggest logistics center for food or something in the southeastern Europe, or this part of Europe. I think he has at one point, again, an information from Socrates again, or read. He made a big business, okay, and big money, and started from a flat. He wasn't the son of or the mustachio. He wasn't doing at one point doing contracts with the state. This motherfucker who keeps giving advice, and he's a rotten crook, Trump style, seems like. Um, Arrogant. Ugh. No, I'm not talking Daniel. Daniel could be, and he was. I'm getting into that. Could be quite nasty again to me, but not like this big mustache. Let's not give the name. It's not even worth it. And termina. At one point, he started with this distribution thing with wines. He took wines from some place and distributed them to restaurants, bars, and with his car, a car he bought from Germany with 500 Deutschmarks, a Volkswagen 20 years old or 15 or so. I had another story. We'll get to that. I was tricked, crook. Took advantage, got money from me, and he made me pay $1,700 for it. More when we reached that. But anyway, I used my own. So he said, okay, if you want, I need some help. And to get some of this wine from X, from Obor to, I don't know, I don't remember where from, but I think I remember it was on Titulescu somewhere near Victory Square. So once, maybe twice, I took some wine with him in my car because he could. And that's the way he started. And slowly, maybe now he has 2,000 cars. I don't know, doing this for. Or he's working with a leasing company as others to do logistics for him. But starting like that, without the connection, without let's give you like that the other motherfucker whom I saw at the French high school because he has children there, and changing cars every day, a different car of 200,000. He sold. He took licenses from Microsoft with others, but he was the key, one of the key, and it seems he sold out. He ratted on all the others to escape prosecution, and he did escape prosecution for a while. So they took licenses from Microsoft, bribed, used connections and all sorts of misdemeanors, whatever they call them, illegal tricks, to sell to the state the operating systems with which they made hundreds of millions of dollars because the many needed in schools, in government institutions, and playing with the price of the license and making various high-ranking officials, minister of something, information, maybe there's a minister, those who had the right, in the government, they were able to sign, and it wasn't just one, there were a few because the Ministry of Finance, they had to approve. I know those who had to approve these kinds of huge contracts, they were bribed, and then it was a big scandal, a big dossier called Microsoft because originally it was Microsoft. I mean, it wasn't Bill Gates who did anything. I'm not sure the local officials, representatives. I think not, but anyway, along the way, huge. And these were people who made it to the top 100 like that. Well, this Daniel then, as I said, started with one car, got me to help with the distribution. Then slowly, okay, returning, I did him a favor by taking Nikki off his mind. I mean, maybe it would have been worse. I mean, with that spectacular, gorgeous woman next to him, he would be busy taking her to the movies, doing things with her, and not growing a business. Let's go along with that. I mean, why not? I mean, it was a mean thing, rotten, vicious, disgusting thing to do in so many ways. With attenuating circumstances, if I can plead also pro domo for my case, that one thing with Nicole, she was anyway off to Germany at some point, and we continued a little, but we fought over this, and so plus it was Nikki now, and for Daniel, Nikki didn't like him anyway. True, he wasn't yet the tycoon he would become, or else who knows. Again, anticipating, moving on. There would be a period later when he was clearly on the rise. He had the means, he had the membership at the club, exclusive then, now just at the top of the world class clubs with W. You have platinum, that's what I have. I mean, for the next few months. After that, the way it is, with pool closed, no sauna. There is a sauna. I have in that garage there, I have a sauna, small, and with ceramic plates, not with a hot, with a steam, with a usual oven, which makes for a different experience, less wonderful, maybe we should say. So sauna closed, jacuzzi closed. I don't see a point in having a subscription for the future once this is ended. And then among the clubs, it's just W. It's like Club and Charles de Gaulle. W. I mean, it's like, wow, creme de la creme, W. And it is interesting. But not the way it used to be in the 90s. In the 90s was neck plus ultra, nothing was even close. Now there's which is not far, by the way, but very expensive, and besides, like other pools, I don't see how this is open or sauna, or because the limitations with the pandemic. Stagiari. We'll see what the future brings. But it is too expensive. Well, that's not something to see. I think that's Stagiari. So Daniel, yeah, I did that to him. That was not nice. Moving on fast forward. No fast forward for today. Tomorrow. In the future, there will be girls who would prefer him and his status. Confirming what Jordan B. Peterson says, that women, not that he says, it seems that studies, research, that says that women choose something like the social status. Men are selected on the basis of being able to provide, not necessarily being rich, because that comes and goes or something like that, the explanation is, but being able to share things like that, and that they peel off from the top of the social hierarchy, something like that, because not because they're cold predators or something. No, they are mothers, and they have this instinct, and they have to have partners to father their offspring that would be able to provide and share, something like that, so that the child will be taken care of and have much more chances than selecting a loser.